And welcome back again. It goes around quick, doesn't it? Steve here from the Home Renovation Experts. You are currently watching me build this beautiful 5x3 garden room. Looking very nice. So if you want to know where we got to, I keep saying we, I don't know why it's we, it's the royal we maybe. Where I got to yesterday was we only had the back wall, side wall up. So I managed to get return wall done, all the front wall built, my lintels all built, roof joist on, noggins in at the front, and the front truss done as well. So my plan of action today will be to get the exterior walls all OSB3'd in 11mm. I'll then hopefully get the trusses, if I bring you around this way, get on that side, the trusses all done that side, trusses down the other side done. I'll then try and get the internal studs in as well. And the other thing I'll show you a bit more later on, because it's always quite interesting. I've got one I can show you. So at the bottom here, look, lovely and flush, yeah? I'll bring up here, I don't know if you can see it, but look at this, it's ridiculous. It's the same size bloody wood. So what I'll do is then, I'll jump up there with my electric planer and chamfer those edges down as well. So that's my plan. It's a good plan. I've had a coffee this morning. I'm getting a cup of tea from the client right now. Ready. Right, I'll get set up, I'll get cracking on. Right, okay. So I've made a bit of a start, as you can see. So the back wall is now like this. So now I've got it started, I can explain how I did it. Now, what I've done is, what you need to take into account is you've got 400 centres, right? Boom, 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 lovely dovey. But it could be that the end one obviously isn't 400 from there to there because it depends on the size of your building. So take that into account when you're about to do this bit. Now, if I squeeze through here, it's gonna be tight. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be tight. This is where I'm working. Deep in the bush. But what I've done was, so this first one here, so this is a cut edge, okay? So I measured from as much of this board as I could get out of it and then chopped off this end. I put the cut end over here. The reason for that is that when I get to this one, I want the nice straight edge to be perfect. So I put this one up, leveled it, and then fired it in with, I've got 63mm pins in this. That one is stuck. Now the next one goes straight from here, straight onto the joist, because it's 400 and these are exactly 1200. So that way I just rinse and repeat. I just line this one up and off I go. Now the other good thing about if you do the system for the base that I have, you'll end up with, on these little metal shoes, if I get down here, you see that? That's one of the shoes that's supporting the base. Well, it protrudes by about 15-16mm. So it's perfect for sitting your board on and then just holding it up while you then level it off and do what you got to do. I know, right? And the other thing, so obviously I've had to take a chop off the top. That's the only cut I've had to do on these ones. So there you go. And the other thing that makes life a lot easier, is taking that bush with me, is when I put it down to cut, I cut the top off here so you can see the mark. 12, what's this? 211, done. I also mark 400 into that side, 400 to there. Do the same here, 400, 400. Mark that with a level, so that when I get this up and stick it over there, I know that I will have a joist exactly on these marks, which means I'm not faffing around trying to figure out where my joists are. I can literally just get my nailer, boom, bang, 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 straight down the line, and I hit a joist every single time. And I can semi-prove this to you. If I bring you over here, you'll notice there are no nails shot in the middle of nowhere. That one's kind of coming just because it's done an angle, but it's still in there. See? Because they're all exactly, so you get rewarded. See what I mean? Like in the previous videos, when you do things as accurately as you can, you level things up and just finicky, not finicky, but you just try your best to get it right. It pays off as you go along. It makes your life easier. So by doing that, chuffy. So there you go. That's how I'm doing these boards. So I shall continue with said boarding and get that done. The client just made me another cup of tea with some biscuits. Now, so I was just giving a thumbs up to you. You always give a thumbs up when you get a cup of tea. So I'm going to drink that tea, add some biscuits, and then crack on and get that last board up. And the other good thing as well was because obviously, you know, you got 1200 with your 400s. That was the only cut, which means that my last board from there to there is a full board. Oh, lovely. Another very quick tip. When you're marking your OSB, so in this case I'm marking my 400s and my 800s, and like I say, the top cut, when you do the marks, if you sort of just put a pencil mark on it, sometimes you can't see it because it's quite a busy surface. So what you do is, you put your foot on the mark and just give it a squiggle, just circle around it. So when I'm quickly looking for it for reference with the level so I can see it, it's a lot easier to pick up, a lot easier to see. Did you see my circle? It's beautiful, isn't it? So there, a little top tip for you. Right, I just had an epiphany. I was suddenly thinking, because I've got like, how many of these boards? I've got 10 of these things to cut. And I'm bringing each one over, cutting the top off it, marking it 400, taking it, doing it, rinse and repeat. And I'm just lifting, I'm going, it's got to be a quick way of doing this. Donut, gang cutting. You know, I do it for all my vertical studs. Now I'll do it for these. So these are the last 3 I need. So what I've done is lined all the edges up, got them all done. Marked on the top one, me 211. So that's now marked, straight edged. But because you don't want the board to move in, all I've done is put in a couple of screws, one there, just so I'm cutting it, not going to shift around the place. And now, set my depth a bit deeper so I can clear all 3. And now I'll just cut straight through, and I've got 3 boards cut. I could have easily done 5 and 5. So watch this. How much quicker was that? What a donut. Anyway, and another little tip as well. At the end of the day, you've got loads of sawdust everywhere and stuff. If you've got a blower, literally, quick blow after every cut, you're spreading it everywhere and you're getting an even distribution of shite, which is always nice, because otherwise you're just like a pile of it, you're trying to sort of blow it off and it just doesn't shift because it's all clumped up and stuff. So yeah, if you've got one, it just keeps your site a little bit cleaner. But there you go, 3 boards ready cut. So all we've got to do for these is mark the 400, and then the end one will have a cut just to get it the right length. Happy days. Right, okay, so I can't remember what the last video was now. It's been a minute, but basically all the OSB is now on the front, all the walls are done. I've also gone round and put all the Noggins through the centre. So when people ask how to do this, it is very simple. Like I showed you in yesterday's video, we run around with level, putting in our marks all the way through, just running that so I know that every noggin runs to the centre, which means I've got even spacing from the gap, so that's exactly the same as that one, just makes life for the installation a little bit easier. Literally put it in, so if that one isn't there for a second, all right? That one's there, make it a bit bigger, whack it until it's wedged, fire 2 shots straight through that way, okay? And then what you can do is, from this side, you then fire it down at an angle, okay? So essentially that now is going through like that and picking it up there. Done and dusted, so keep them all level, boom, boom, boom. Because you could of course do what I've done up here and just stagger them, which makes the firing a little bit easier. But I want to keep these bays simple for the insulation. And yes, there is the argument the same for there, but actually putting it up there is not too bad because I can overlap there, it's got to be a perfect cut, it can disappear up there. Same the other end, whereas these are fixed points. That's just the way I do it. It's just the way I do it. I've also put like obviously Noggins through these ones. What I also do with these, I put the appropriate size tech screw through to really pin that joint, because don't forget these are bearing all the roof weight, okay? So as the weight comes down, that'll stop that from opening up, okay? Like I said, these are double up anyway, so they're not going anywhere. It's over-engineered, but what the hell? It took me 2 seconds to shut those in, and I know I'm happy, it's done. So, what I'm gonna do now, what am I gonna do now? I hadn't thought about that before I came on camera. I suppose I could get the trusses on the other side. I'll put some trusses up on the other side, I think. It's a good idea. Well done, Steve. Right, I'm gonna crack on with that, and I'll see you in a minute. Haha! Changed my mind. What I'm gonna do quickly, a bit like I will do up on the roof. So all my noggins are in nice and flush. There are a few that are just proud a little bit. Yeah, so just sticking forward. Look, there you go. Not loads, not a massive amount. Another one there, look. So what I'm gonna do is, I'll take my electric plane. I'm just gonna plane those down so they're flush with these. Again, bit over the top, but what I mean is that there's no like bulges in my plasterboard. You wouldn't really notice it, but honestly, it takes no time at all with the electric one, and that'll be it done. So I'll run around and do that first, then I'll do a bit of trusses. Just thought I'd keep you in the loop, keep you up to date. There you go. Welcome back. I changed my mind again. So what I did do instead was membrained it. I forgot I had it on the van, if I'm honest. I went to the van to pick something else up. I was like, I've got the membrane on board. I'll stick that on instead of doing the trusses. So now you can see, she is now wrapped up like a Christmas present. So what this does, it prevents water from penetrating through this way, okay? What it also does is, any moisture inside the walls where the wood is drying or whatever, any moisture in there, it lets it out and through though. So it's basically two-way. Water can get out, but it can't get in. So, I mean, no water's going to get to it anyway because it'll be battened. And you can have metal profile on the two sides and the back, and you can have Western Red Cedar cladding on the front. So it's going to be well protected. So that is what I've been doing instead. Just got those two bits to finish at the top, and or 3 bits, sorry. And that is it done, wrapped up. The reason I haven't done these bits is because I'm going to use some big tape flashing, which I like to stick straight to the wood as opposed to sticking it to this stuff. So it'll go on there, and we'll return up there, but that's fine. Across there and in front of that bit as well. So that's my plan. It's a good plan. So that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Any questions, pop them down below. And if you would like to subscribe, hit the bell icon, all the bits and pieces that you're supposed to do at your end, because I can't do everything for you, then please do. And I shall see you again tomorrow morning. See you later, guys. Bye.